sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Dolphins going up against the Jets.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. First and 10, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now the former 1,000-yard man for the Dolphins, Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Miller. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On second down, Wilson. Green's got it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. First carry for Carlos Hyde. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that. It's Wilson. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass. And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short, and he is out of bounds here on the return. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now let's go! Good, good! Good, good!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he floated one out there incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green,
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's got room. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And back at the 8 now. Third and goal. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Dez Bryant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. A first down carry now for Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. William Hayes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
On second down, here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Counter. It's Miller. They find some open field here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's go.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
They'll toss it to Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On second down, Hyde. second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him 1 more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
All right, here we go. No, check. No, check. Page it. Detroit.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K.J. Wright. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A swing pass caught. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 53 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Here's Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time, as they're on him quickly once more. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Murray's kick is up and good. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. Now back to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll drop to throw. And he's got a noon one. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10. And it brings up 4th and 1. On the carry, this is McGuire. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
On third down, Wilson. And some room to run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Let's go.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now a toss right to Miller. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
A lot of people call it a toss. a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal. They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
They'll try and run it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start the drive with Hyde, and he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And the pitch goes to Miller. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it's 3rd and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, it's Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Shift together here from the D-line. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
That's caught. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
2nd and goal from the 5. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. This is taken at his 4. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches.